This video clip we are going to represent one thing, that is production function. Here we will try to simplify all the concepts related to production. We will start this video with the concept of production function. So what is production function? Production function is the mathematical or technical relationship in between two things. That is, one is output, other one is input. And in this video, the Q is representing output level or total quantity production, and X or Xi represents the number of inputs used in the production function. What is input? Input is sometimes termed as factors of the production. That means input or factor is something by which we are trying to produce something. In a simple or general production function, there can be lot of inputs or factors. In general production function, there can be lot of inputs. But here we can simplify the production function and we are recognizing only four factors of production, that is land, labor, capital and organization. That means here we are recognizing only four factors of production. Now we are writing a single factor production function. That means Q is a function of L or Q is a function of K. Here L means labor or K means capital. If I am writing a production function like Q is a function of L, it doesn't mean I am not using any capital. It means capital is used and it is constant. If we want to change the production or output level, we can only change the number of laborers, and capital is constant here. And similarly, if I am writing Q is a function of K, that means K is the variable, that is capital is the only one variable and labor is constant here. So in both of the production functions, K bar or L bar representing the consistency or constant. Now if I am writing Q is a function of L and K, that means both the factors here are variable. No input is constant here. Now before going to the detailed discussion about the production functions and its graphical presentation, one thing should be clear. If I do not have the factors of production, that is inputs, then I have to hire them. If I am hiring land, labor, capital and organization, then I have to make remunerated to the owner of the factors of production. If I am hiring land, then I have to pay rent to the owner of the land. If I am hiring laborers, then I have to give wages to the owner of the labor. If I am borrowing loan or capital from the bank or from any money lender, then I have to pay interest to the loan provider or capital provider. And obviously the organizer will get the profit. If I am summing them together, that is rent, wage, interest and profit, then I can have the factors cost or factors payment. And the summation of these, sometimes called factor cost from the side of the producer, and it is again called factors income from the side of the owner of the factors. Now we are displaying the diagrammatic presentation for the production function when Q is a function of L, where capital is constant and labor is the only variable. Along with the vertical axis we are measuring the level of output, and along with the horizontal axis we are measuring the number of laborers. The diagrammatic presentation of the total product curve or output curve is displayed here. For the very short run, the production function or the total product curve is increasingly increasing, marked in red color in the display diagram. And it is happening for the OL1 level of input used. The level of input from OL1 to OL2, for this level, the total product curve is decreasingly increasing. Now we have to clarify what does it mean. It means the marginal product is decreasing but total product is still increasing. And initially for the level of OL1, we have uttered total product is increasingly increasing. That means marginal product is increasing and total product is also increasing. and if the input use cross the level OL2, then the total product curve is decreasingly, not decreasingly, it is actually increasingly decreasing. That means marginal product is in increasingly decreasing. For the more clarification, we can say here total product is decreasing and marginal product is also decreasing. If we are connecting the marginal product curve from this given diagram, then we can show the shape of the marginal product curve is downward sloping straight line almost. According to the bottom diagram, we can see for the OL1 level of input, marginal product is still positive. But if we are increasing the level of input used in the production function, then marginal product curve is going down. That is, it is decreasing. And when we reaches the level of OL2, level of input used, then we can see the maximum level of output, and then marginal product is 0. And if still we are continuously increasing the number of inputs in the production function, we can see total product is now decreasing and marginal product is negative. To represent the constant level of capital, we can extend the diagram to the bottom of the marginal product diagram.